Alright, what up? This is Jay Dragon. I'd like to welcome you to the Dragon Den. So today I have sit right there and got these shoes from Goodwill, and I was sitting right there contemplating on what I want to excuse me. I was sitting right there thinking on what I want to put on them. So I sit right there and came up with Bugs Bunny. So I just want to just add something a little bit. And it's a little bit different from what I would normally do, because I used to like drawing these when I were younger, but they're pretty good. So basically, I did the weird thing and thought I could put white on it, and the shoe is white. I was thinking it was like a gray color, but anyway, after I got it washed, I realized it was white. So I had to, I thought that would work out, but it didn't. So even I make mistakes. So what I'll do next is I'll get Angelus Gray and Jacquard Gray, light gray, and I'll mix them together. Actually, one seems to be a little bit darker than the other, even though they both said light gray. But anyway, I mixed them together. It gave me a good gray for Bugs Bunny, which worked out really well. So I started, and I used that as the basis to figure out how I wanted to do the rest of the picture of it. So basically, what I wanted to do after that was sit right there and go about to sketch it with a pencil later on after I get through doing this coats, drying it. Sometimes I only did a few coats. So what I did was I added brown and playing in the sand together, and I used that to mix the color of the basketball as like I wanted to. And later on you'll probably see me sitting right there putting extra lines on it to notice what it is later on. So anyway, it looks kind of weird because I decided I'm going to just go ahead and take it off and then just sketch everything else on by hand. And I tried to figure out by looking at the picture while I was doing this, and I had the picture on my computer while I was doing this. What I did was when I wanted to start this off and I wanted it to be tough and hold up, what I did instead was I put plastic bags in it, as many as I could, to sit right there and come about figuring out how it would be strong enough so I could sit right there, draw, sketch, and paint on it without having it go flat on me. So that's what I did for that. If y'all were all wondering, I had no reason to do tape because I felt like I didn't need to. I wanted to figure it out my way, and I added a little bit of extras onto it, but I was sitting right there figuring out where I wanted the line work to go while I was sitting right there sketching and doing this extra stuff, which truthfully I probably should have done from the beginning after this. But anyway, as you can see, I'm using a eraser over there, and it helps out good with cleaning out your brushes right after you got a little bit of paint on it and stuff like that, and it worked out pretty good. I got a thin Posca pen, and I used it, and it turned out alright, but it felt like it was too thick for how little the picture was. So I came back with a special pen that I use for drawing, and it helped out a little bit better and got into the details and stuff for the eyes and the chin, the lips, the fur on the mouth. But it felt like it didn't do all the way, but since we're working on a Converse, you know, it's not your ordinary type. It's not leather or whatever we would normally use for this type of stuff. So it took me a little longer, and it kind of made it a little warped, but I still think it looks pretty good for it. I think it makes it out to come a good lining. That's also why I come back later and do some extra stuff later on it. So I'm still going over the lining and trying to be as soft as I can so the picture would hold up well. And I was thinking about going back over and getting more of the lining to sit right there and have it do that. And this is what I'm doing right now. I'm making the swirling lines to make it look like he's spinning the ball on his finger, and it's like they did in the picture on the Bugs. So I was trying to figure out how I want to sit right there, and I was trying to make his fur go up there a little bit more, and it didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to, but you know, you live, you learn, you do better. That's what this is for. That's what we do. And art is not exact science, so you sit right there and figure it out. So I was messing with pink. So what I did was take a little bit of that, And we ain't working on the mouth yet, but I used that for the symbol to put it around so it'll have the symbol. I put the T and S for Toon Squad, and let me see. Yes, I took some of that orange and put it in with the pink, and it gave it a good color for the ears on the inside stuff and everything like that. And I thought it turned out pretty well when I sat right there and did that. It didn't look too pink, which is what I didn't want it to look, so I combined it with a little bit of the orange, and it turned out perfectly. Sometimes my blending paints together don't work like I want them to, but it works out very well. But I do enjoy these doing these type of stuff. It's different. It's not what I'm used to, and I can actually use Posca pens on it, because since Posca pens have thinner tips, I do got a thinner tip pen that I can use. So what I did was I took my tape, I took the circle, and I traced a line on it, and then I went over the background and started painting out the areas where I don't have to worry about messing up and hitting the thing. So I drew a line, made a blue patch around him, and then I was going to put something else on it, but it didn't turn out well, so I left it the way it was. So I thought the blue background would look pretty good. I thought it was pretty interesting, so I was going to do the line thing, but I couldn't figure out how to get it right, and my lines weren't looking correctly the way I would want them to, so I just went with that line because it seemed to work better. So anyway, like, subscribe, hit that notifications, hit it all, and thank you for watching. I appreciate you all.